I genuinely hate this international bestseller. I hate the fact that it is tagged as classics on Goodreads. I hate it. I hate it. This meltdown is after an hour and a half long book discussion I had with a very good friend of mine, where we both actually trashed this book. And this is a toned down version, let me tell you. The book that I'm talking about is Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. Why? It is tagged as fiction, yes, philosophy, spiritual, religion, and Buddhism. I'm sorry to the Buddhist people if this is the representation, or this was supposed to be the gateway for Western people to get into Buddhism. I am so sorry, I apologize. The thing that bothers me is that it was written 100 years ago. Why is it still being recommended? It is not relevant. It is not right. It is not correct. Let me tell you that I did read it about 10-12 years ago, like when I was in college. That 18-year-old young girl getting into reading might have liked it, but this 30-year-old independent woman living in our country hates it. Within 30 pages or 40 pages, I wanted to DNF the book, and then currently I am DNFing it at 86. There are certain points where it is nonsensical. Okay, it is a story of a person who wants to learn and find out or explore the world through experiences, through his own learning. Love the fact, but the things that he learned could have been easily learned at home, although that's not the point that I'm making here. So starting with, there's a friend called Govinda, who accompanies him on his journey. And then 3 chapters in, Siddhartha says that कब तक आप मेरे नक्शे कदमों में चलते रहोगे, अच्छा हुआ कि आपने अपनी खुद की भी एक राह चुनी. एक दोस्त अपना सारा संसार छोड़ के तेरे पीछे आ गया कि तेरे को अकेला फील ना हो, तेरे साथ. तू उसको बोल रहा है कि मैं तो ये सोच ही रहा था कि हमेशा मेरे पीछे क्यों चलता रहता है, अपनी क्यों नहीं कोई लाइन चूज करता. व्हाट? रूड. भाई इसको आजकल की भाषा में रेड फ्लैग फ्रेंड बोलते हैं. सेकेंड, मैं 2-3 पॉइंट्स ही बोलूंगी क्योंकि उससे ज्यादा मेरे को टाइम खराब करना नहीं है. दिस इज द लास्ट टाइम आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस बुक. सेकेंड, सो दिस सिद्धार्था गाय सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ के जाता है ये अवेकनिंग के लिए, एनलाइटनमेंट के लिए. फिर जो इसका दोस्त होता है गोविंदा, उसको भी बोल देता है कि तू अपनी पाथ चुन ली तूने, बहुत अच्छी बात है, अकेला हो गया. फिर गौतम बुद्धा को बोलता है कि मेरे को नहीं ज्वाइन करना है, मुझे खुद से सीखना है, मुझे खुद से सारी चीजें जाननी है. गुड फॉर हिम. एंड देन ही गोज टू अ कोर्टेसान and asks her to teach him the act of love, to teach him about sex, to teach him about whatever. What? आप तो घर से निकले थे अवेकनिंग के लिए, आप तो घर से निकले थे कि कुछ खोज के आएंगे, ये सीखने गए हैं आप. फिर वो वहां पे रिफ्यूज ले लेते हैं. एंड विथ वॉट डेस्परेशन. हैट्स ऑफ टू कमला द कोर्टेसान हियर. शी कीप्स रिजेक्टिंग हिम. Kamala asks him, Siddhartha, what do you know? What do you have? Siddhartha guy says, I can think, I can wait, I can fast. Any organism on this planet can. Kamala asks the courtesan, nothing else? He responds, nothing. No, on the contrary, I can also write poetry. Would you like to give me a kiss for a poem? What? And this is only, this is on page 69. I'm sorry, my humor is like that. Sorry. Oh, अच्छा, इससे पहले क्या होता है, सिद्धार्था अकेले घूम रहा होता है, कहीं तो जा रहा होता है, एंड रास्ते में there is this woman. He gets aroused. And then he says, again, male writers should understand that we read it very differently how you write such things. While talking, she put her left foot on his right one and made a movement as a woman does when they want to initiate sexual pleasure with a man of the kind which the textbooks call climbing a tree. What? And here, even Siddhartha is aroused and wants it. But he hears, shuddering with awe, the voice of his innermost self, and this voice said, No. So Siddhartha की अंतर आत्मा ने बोला, नहीं, ये नहीं करना है. Then all charms disappeared from the young woman's smiling face. He no longer saw anything else but the sweaty glance of a female animal in heat. जब तक वो सेक्सुअल इनिशिएशन कर रही थी आपके हिसाब से, तो आपने उसका बहुत खूबसूरती से बखान किया है विद ऑल द चार्मिंग वर्ड्स. As soon as you do not want anything from her, she is merely a female animal in heat. So I hope you understand that this is problematic. What I feel, because this was written in 1920s or 1910 के around लिखी थी, where the German writer spent some time in India, was probably introduced to Buddhism, went back and wrote a book. Then that German book got translated into English, and फिर वही अंग्रेज लोग पागल हो गए, and that's why I think it turned out to be international bestseller. But I must say that if you are ever recommended this book, I would urge you not to read it, because I think a lot of the things were lost in translation. B, it's again a culture from the eyes of the person who has not lived that culture. So most of the things is very superficial and very problematic, very patriarchal. Had the things a woman done in the name of awakening or learning, that woman would have been termed a villain and so many other things. So this is very misogynist, patriarchal, nonsensical. I have no idea why this book still comes in international bestsellers or recommendation. That 18-year-old Rashika probably liked it for the fact that she was able to finish a book, and I'm so proud that she still rated it 3. She was being modest, I believe, because I would go and correct the rating and change it to 1. So yeah, I know it's very controversial and probably I will get backlash, but I would love to know if you have the same thoughts regarding this book, because please tell me I'm not the only one. How is this still 4-star rated on Goodreads? And when I was speaking to my friend, he said that no, there are a couple of people who actually think that it's a good book. If you're saying that this book has value, if you find value in such a book, what value are you siding with? Patriarchal, misogynist, outright not sensical? Like, core concept of this book is detachment and enlightenment and learning through experiences and not following anyone blindly. I hope my nation is ready for it. Currently it doesn't seem like. Second, there are very many better books than this. This was published in 1920, that era's international bestseller. We have many better books now. Read those. I have shot it for 15 minutes. Let's see how much I can concise it.